Kurum Dom Yang Impact News ni Impact Talk to Manipur, connect with people you serve Toramasu Mijing Tabiriba Mayam Punamakpo Harmakada Taram Nokchiri Nasisu Miam Gidamak a special topic Amagaluna have a special doiba Mr. Amaka Koina Pudran Lakchiri Handaka Dubai the Pangtokiba Global Architect and Builders Award 2025 the Kogi Best Interior Designer of the Year 2025 Fangbiraktuna Lamdam Masigi Yamna Chauba Kogi Saktakpa Amakak Oibiriba Habatare, Adugumba, interior designer Makakning Shekoin Miam, the Makta Pudran Lakcheri Base. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please allow me to welcome Mr. TAKHELAMBAM SIBARAJ SINGh. Welcome to the show, sir. It's an honor to have you, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, quick conversations. Yan Hanna, who point is heard again, Handa Kangzening Base. Handaki Dubai, the Pangtoki Baitare, Global Architect and Builders Awards 2025 say. Sigi entire experience the combined to the have the different parts of the world the Gekoina architect mayams and mind la kanda monkey experience have that what you views.
Well, I am high tariko, I'm exciting over Amazufau from the Dako. I not Zoruba high tariko, Zoruba particular efforts to the global recognized or Kanda Adugi Mapam Dudaho high tariko, international standard, who is okay store per se. Kamay hiding no there. I say we feel very proud of being Manipuri, being Indian. Although when Tauzaribe effort say somewhat like extend international level will the yoga may have a to understanding a recognition of my side of filter to my nina. I thumbs again.
Yamsung I say a certain Katanginatan Habitat, Sigi, entire Manipur in the Siam Choba, achievement of Makaknin as a Tamjagas. Sir, the Sigi, Kwigi, Handaki Global Architect and Builders Awards, the Best Interior Designer of the Year. Pangakiba Sergi work, Habitat, the Quina Ginza, Tokyo, and High. Sigi's Awards, sir, if I'm not mistaken. Sigi's Quina Design Asia Award 2024, the double times at the Handak Amok have that Global Architect and Builders Awards 2025 Tong Fang in Haidar. It's a very extraordinary Dugumbo work. Sir, please tell us more about this Ginza Tokyo. I didn't time to have you.
Ginza Tokyo si Japanese ki hoigi ko. Yamna hoigi maruiba outlet ma moina hoigi India the hanging by Haidar. And but then Sigi moigi oiba exact can say moigi am traditional oiba aduga modern looks oiga concept ama oiba and like komiko gumba like wooden work traditional wooden works gumba smam yaw haitare then moina koi the hierarchy say first thing is like it should be modern but at the same time was it have can also the koi outlet sida sangal pumatam you must feel like you know it makes aesthetics combine people. It makes feel you as like you are in Japan. So some sort of very big challenge for me. And then you know Japanese ki projects say yamna kuppa hai tare ko moise. Aduga hozik modern concept of art the moiga khoiga thabak tominam say it's very big challenge. And then Oziki Hari Posi another 90 days tamu matam biba. In a 90 days adagi other interior designer may amusu lay daga moi se mo hai riba moigi komiko design traditional design si me amsi mo kahita reko same the khara hena lu ba pot amsu moiba. And then Delhi, as you know that like the pollution control issues may am le ko na koi thabak su si ya yadaba adubu the challenges is like because being in a profession, 8 of the VR they have a challenge of luck. There was somewhat like say komiko hierarchy, komiko jali gumbani traditional work. The game mogi lamp system has a lamp see lighting say kogi little bit yamna highlighting obia de koi mayamna traditionally commonly tong is mind to aduna zeki se market is phangba market is available oiba am to oida hai ma'am se akhui mak na isana dum mafam do dum customize or sabam darka tare example I being an interior designer moina legada do later bida dum light ho sagal lab ne na adu ai tor kanda sina hai ba moina pamza ba mo se koi deliver tore but moita su trust lem de hana but then like moi once from the Yoraka and hand over to Orokanda, they are very delighted and very happy state saying that like noina tawbiri say koi expect sum elam ne, but then like this is wonderful kind of the work you have done so far. And then adugi pochina mara marakanda nasai global haji juri myamna mapum kadai da karamba nova system of design ama anova no yaba contemporary oiba karamba design ama thulaige with a mixing with the tradition. And then yang ako matam da ding asai koi jike haiba select city mall the layman hais in that Tokyo's, and most of them koi the shooting spot po ikale mayam photo kafam hai direct. I was also wondering that adu magna hector global standard aigi can see efficient oina thola kaza hai to they expect out there, but then as you know that today's architects designs people in mayam se kamai tawge sigum basing si yamna munna yeng ba hore hu jikan ji ko dagi juri singna yam section na yenga mane na khalle na ko duga aina first time in 2024 gi November gi date 17 sida say I would say kuch na ko tam sida I feel to yeah somewhat some extent according to the report say up to the moigi level to the yorabanina in some certain areas karama which is not possible by some other people adugum khara jo koina deliver torabina soidana moina madugi kaino do haitare ko adugi recognition do pibne na ina maya sa to
gam su phazai ha da sa koina su yengza matam da khoi screen da zo hazu se would be ha da koina su yengza matam da I feel of Japanese culture is koina fasna but a certain amount of balance between the modern and Japanese traditional Japanese culture have their elements me am the use of light, use of lantern, have the overly koina use to talk the way I'm settled or kind of there is a term called Japandi the work me am the Japanese philosophy minimalism gi work mayam ka gyawba adum bang na shu aram gani sigi se khoi gi ginza Tokyo se amna vocal oigri se international da international acclaim mayam ka sa khon gi ha tar yam su nungai jesa makhata na ina mo hangjaning se sir gi interior designer am work for gi journey se sigi matang da su khangjaning ha tar before khoi na hose khoi na Guwahati da sir gi company am based on smart construction and interior had na lay se sigi lactring ai sai tar you have been to many places tongan the UK gi mafam sing the California the Southeast Asian country and sing the Bangkok the kale sir gi work me am ka khoi na man establish taw grabani hai tar so I want to know the journey kamai tor kan the interior designer moina the man lakhi go have sigi journey sigi tang review
yam na nungai bani hai tar ko simai na khoi gi interior designer se designer ka hai base khoi kesu ai angai da khoi na angang ngai matom da di khangge seng na har ga de do ingai de gi hai tar ko khoi gi sum mapam da sat da na to yum saw khangde ma khangde sum taw gi I say somewhat early 90s gumba mane do da khoi gi Manipur industries department na khoi gi ITI gi type da training short period of training p tam da gi khoi se ai se adugum basi am interest lai bi na ko carpentry works gumba kai gumba se dum yausal le adagi top of that like I see artist were painting do some tawzare my tum tor kan da I say ai gi education dia dum Manipur da loisan re adum magna yam kana important pi na ai gi passion do profession da develop the way wa khan deng man mindset lai gi da ba but I higher studies tan bagi Bangalore chale Bangalore chala matung da I studies kai ka loisala matung da top survival business me am tore aduga suddenly nasai gi aina pamjaba hek kano ni na passion ni na I cannot say interior designing course ma idea na akoi course kano am lai institute am lai aduda gi I see course se khoi gi ka hai tare ai hobby gi tai tam ba hai ta but ai gi architecture am lai ai gi manaba ai hai tare ai gi khara dim senior wai ba ma sina I gon da yamna khoi gi encourage pi ba hai tare nangi way of work and delivery say you are so smart so why don't you have to join with me and of course I'll do that khoi na matam du da khoi di say objective social network matam ne no promotion nothing is there ada khoi blog amam sai website hai tare ko personal blog amam sa to kan sta first thing is by luckily US the Los Angeles the fund Los Angeles the bilam khak phang bilam I see contemporary artist weba hojikti minimalist ki matamni contemporary is a mixing together with the old designs to the new designs, something like the Korean design hai tare.
A perfect balance of both.
Alaida ai di sum contemporary da yama pamjarakani na luckily through him hai tare ko I say US to phangi. The US the project was 15 days. One biggest challenge in that is like they said like 15 days manong da nangi ai projects deliver to so really big thing never quite ngona adagi 15 days manong da kamai lo shan do no have ngona concept am lai. But then let's see laam ni na tokta me na US sarkan da 15 days da buildings sabalo shan do ne have contemporary art ni, but luckily moi the labor material adagi sources me am see adagi mystery hai tare ko for example ko
local language
moi me am see yam thina smarter way, and that's how do somehow yam queen sang dok na hai da su ko that within 13 days I lost.
Okay,
I was very happy. Adagi my told na my 15 days 15 lakhs I earned, and then I become a little bit excited to go ahead more. Admai tauraga I say USA halakpaga UK da amuk can say projects phang ma haitare UK da quite first of all was Liverpool da phang hotel ne Ibis hotel groups aduma sarame de matung tarakpada sum Singapore da musale Jalal Sultan Street hotel ma mo my Hackton hotel, so I sum salakpa sina maram wala kan sida khoi ka haitare I want to challenges, mixing challenges, trending challenges. Say for example, okay, India da labor trending ama, the Europe da labor trending ama, US da United States from da labor ama, the Southeast Asia da labor. See, things right tongan ba magi traditional looks of designs dum ultimate dum labor. See mixing to was say I want da yamna to na I want da concept say can I thrill ama pi ba hai tare ko. Na mostly anyone see ginza Tokyo gito is so madu challenges to never the forward lies. So why na sigi feels the 2021 the gidi sigi marak sida I top business me am told na I say as an entrepreneur I'm in later I'm educationist also as well. Hotelier so Bangalore the hotel I know established of the kind of this first cannot I give hotels is so I sana lo complete design talks around they don't know the shape way right there common that. So sigi pochida hojikti infrastructure development haina entirely world gi oina kanna trending amada sakhanna reba chatta su yadraba duga sidai da khoi gi state su yaura abnina adagi lairiba say for example Northeast India sida entirely 8 states sida development and infrastructures the masana do mathau tare haiba aduna sideda aina su khoi cannot say aigi company Smart Construction and Interior say as a key role amoina adagi as a player amoina aisu represent over pam in 2021 so I stagidi I full fledged professional oina sideda la
Gamsu nunga yes I worry say have these initial stage tagi hora ganda have tar seeing a sigi level simo buda so my worry say am samlap na hai tar sana review se koi taw do sam nunga and above that handaki award phang basi khak na tavida hai tar to all that small step that you have achieved in your life. I want to congratulate you representing Impact TV. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Gamsu nunga yes makata na ina mo khangjaning bu sa something that struck in my mind hai tar so interior designer haiba matam so the interior designer gi mathau se abdi yam thine important oi haiba tar koina architectural perspective the yeng tar gadi or sigi sida so koina amuk Manipur gi context hai tar ai wakhan da amkha lakho matam so Manipur is known for its kahani mag handloom and handicraft haiba tar sigi sida koi Kanel bamboo industries Manipur yam business established or ga lei tongan ba koi elements me am kak so koi lei hai tar artist ki me am ke sigumba elements me am say for example sa koina kai thin satwa matamda adagi especially imoinu gi matamda ga koi hidak pu macha koi se minimal pot yam pa me hai tare koi adagi lu macha gumba adu me am khak se koina sarga like ritualistic oiba magi purpose me am lai jaba tar ga to artistic level da ko pu thok ya ba tu pot me am khak ko artist me am na deliver to vi ko sigi se khoi gi interior designer amo oina ha ba tar ga sigi elements me am se koina magi scope se hengat an ba hai tar adu maine hengat an ba ya ba gi adu bo gi quality de lai na sir na khan bi as an interior designer
exactly eco-friendly interior designing जे in terms of architecture की मतंग हायर टारगेट eco friendly ना हो जी याम करना trending हुए बम सकन रहे इसी की मरम सु मु कोई की अखोई ने हुजी हुजी सीजन नहीं में material सिंग सी hell hazardous हुए बा तुम अखोई दा तुम अखोई ने खंग दबे वानी अदना minimal कनो दा basis दा कोई की जिक सीजन नहीं बा कनो सिंग सी chemical items सिंग सी खर तब था बा अदुगा अखोई की यामना sustainable हाई तारे को मोंगा season of a products may have Manipur su the Assam su any part of the world my tongue have a particular curriculum they do me say season raga akoina kitang eco friendly way ba the late nako sina dom mixing toraga develop tonabagi planning so the companies in music soon. Yeah, so I
have the artist may am because my school you have been to different parts of the world, you have explored the different culture of the world, have a direct the Manila da the the Bangkok the but then have the Hanbira Akanda Haidare, Northeast 8 state have a direct including Sikkim. Sigisa Hanbira Akanda Hazik smart construction and interior. This is established it's a new kind of a journey for you. Other days I know hanging with have the smart construction and interiors kay wakalon the gi amok hongdok pirakibuno have a sigimatang as a very review.
Sige say Aigi di had heart to get highter, Tamoy the highter. Canoni. Aquina Mapan the highter as I Hizer the US in Tawakanda Mogi skill professional things say skill loy have one that they knows about the basic things about what they have to do. So for example carpenter they know how to cut, how to join. But a professional architecture ama interior designer amana moida magi guideline ama magi proper kano ama guideline ma PB the taragati moi kesu subungam banate. So I mainly slogan of clear. Smart construction and interiors. I sing me sing high tareko. Professional and sing say. Skill professional sing say. Mana has a field that. Why don't we have to collect them? And infrastructure development line music Northeast India. Kay the way mo season na biro ito. Look at season na mo kamay to get job issues lam lay employment issues lay sigi employment issues is I think like at least 70% de sisna reduce to den khalle degi some aduna ne aina slogan da haizer is akhoi sin mi season na view haizer is
iramdam
aduna sigi mainly the focus story and top of that I use yam no work story say civil works the labor skill development skill gang me am lady I moi sum khongkachari khongkacharaga moida akhoi sida challenges am katang ni lay akhoi sen mi sing sida akhoi understanding am khak laidana ko basic understanding am aduga ma se accelerate tawnabagi chap sab mentality am khak what ba haidare ko si sidi hoina say for example thaina Manipur se hospitality industry se khara dum weak weba matam malenam me ado akoina well trained or kan moida skill sing se tambira kan soft skill na tim sing ba ma se tambira kan na se di up to the standard international standard for the moi work story many 5-star across nations the world apart from that say top for in Europe the world koi me am thok story
exactly
so why don't akhoi leiriba ngang si jesu moigi modality of thinking se change to thokpira kanda moida unique oiba profession ama oina pibira adusu regular prospective to pigida ne akoina ngasi khara piram hayeng hek tok almai tok ta ga di moisu magi livelihood to amok focus torpanina apang tor ka done dona sigi smart construction of interiors na especially in Guwahati thamai so it's because like Guwahati is a one foremost city haitare Northeast India ge aduga nearest to oinare no koi maps adana stage da ina hairi bunga sai ge skill oiba ngang sin loi lokhat la kanda akoi gi company gi through the maximum prospective se pin na ho na bune in tawjari sa adagi mo masi na mo kari nungai han ga ge kanda koi gi ai mak sam haijara ge ko aigi imung sidang asi se plumbing gi issue zum le example ni ko plumbing issue se le kan da khoi tau jai se dukan chalani plumbing khoi gi hardware gi dukanam chalani noi plumbing lai bra hangani and ma je ko raga leiram draga di amung ngai na do ni ko so much of khoi se yam privilege phangdre phangdriba privilege se hozik aina nga sai haizer is one side employment am generator and on the other side hozik ki khoi gi service se mapung phana phangal le sigi ani sigi concept su smart construction and interior se da mostly focus toraga establish to bali da
yam su ngai ja da sigi zo amna akhoi da su lai ba kam na fa ba ma khak na da sigum ba khoi gi services and mayam khak provide to wi pa khoi gi sham la fa ni wari sham ngai sir marak ta break ma cham tang log jage
thank you
break ki matung da sir ga ngai ba wari watai ga loine impact talk to Manipur hanjar ki ge impact news su mi jing ta da lebi
mayam haji am inge ko aduna saba pambiraga di mezo hopte lengsin biro aduga gizar makal makal loi lezere ko 10% 20% 30% khak pizza banati ko up to 60% ko haji discount lezere se adum thobal branch ta ju phangani aduga main branch ta ju phangani ko mayam laksin biro
Hi friends, adom na gari thau hapam matam da di afaba thau hamna bone. Adom gi khwaidagi maru ariba liver gi damukta di kari section thorang lo biri. Novo Camp Health Care gi original Lipsa 5G na adom gi liver buson badagi ngak thol. Liver gi mapangang kangkalan badana tana hakchang pumba gi energy hengkalali chaba tumali acidity hantali. Sijinabiyo original Lipsa 5G.
break matung da mayam taram nok chiri sa SIBARAJ kari makhata jage sa break amang da koi smart construction and interior gi matang da magi kai kai service na provide to bi se have gi matang da mayam tak pi gre have tar ado sa aina khangjaning be smart construction and interior se sigi se khoi gi one man army li to ya da wadung thabak mayam khak me tar different department mayam khak leram ga da mal and in between the magi main role lori behind the architect plays a very important role I guess the interior designer also plays a very important role hai tar so main can you please introduce some of your colleagues to us?
Actually, akhoi si aina team mama akhoi gi team mam leje the akhoi the architectures ani me yawe the mostly architecture amana Bangalore based ne architecture amana Guwahati based hoye the ai samak na akhoi interior designing da akhoi na tawre the ai satra su haibe nubi masama lay masu ziksi Guwahati the best orgal lay masu Jiribam dai ne metei ne mana bijeta ko so sumaina khoi gi team mama focus to and top of that ziksi another recruitment haibitare ko khoi gi top area sing the work tork na ba haibati se supervision oiro adakidi akoina local labor project gi project officers oiro sumaina khoi se han ziksi naus nori bani na ko recruitment toraga ultimately akhoi 50 unit of teams ma leina na bakana siam sare hojimaki di khoi 9 unit khatane
am sanu ngai je he na mai pa poi view so hai jage
thank you
sir aina su makata na khangzani ngotam the interior designer or architect ki magi professions lak mi ma'am je sir gi wari taw matam no I'm not surprised that you are a very creative person have that being ai matam the gi murti saba the gi macha saba me I'm not surprised that you are creative hai tar ka sir gi creative process na C levels wa we already hai tar but every creative person sigi wena su magi oiba magi style of designer mam di loi mak lai have that sir gi wena I'm very sure you have stick to a style of design have the sir gi work to matam this is sir the flexible so am gani hai tar above all that flexibility sir gi wena magi style of sir gi CD SIBARAJ ki ne touch of amaka beyond the mal as an artist someone so what is your style of design tell us about it
basically I say dum aina junga sai so haijare ko I say contemporary artist ne adana any sort of the minimalist design to the wood crafting is always yawe wood crafting is either in a ceilings or either in a wall or either in any say commercial or a commercial gi basis to somewhere it should be stone and mixing together and as I tiny tradition siga something unique in a mixing to hai tare so magi essence sumaina phanggadabane haibagi aingona concept se kamai tawge the wall si ai panel tawgen khan taragadi one panel tor matamda hogi mangon the sideline amadi obviously aigidi wood craft amadum hapane wooden gi looks amadum adum hape si sina aigi unique signature hai tare dona sumaina hogi aigi client singda aigi client hai tare ko moi singsina akhoiga coordination to matamda one of the best ways moina khoi aigi keno se works understand to birakanda adugi concept to the moina pambiragadi that was one of the wonderful place where I supposed to work see never aigi wakalon hai tare ko aigi design of art sida sumaina oina taw
but then sa client habatara clients are of many type habatara many times the koina sargi se personal touch to madam ham do honar ka duniya moi is one vision am kam se tum lai ra ka duniya
obviously there is a lot of challenges sagi client collaboration to sida ai sima di hapau de yadre client collaboration to was basically hojikan di trending ama sai social network social platform am sida trending am tholam ni ko to is some illustrator kango amana natraga 3D maker kango amana khoi gi designs works dum to interior design ki type whether it is possible to fix into the practical OV abra yadabra the khangza ponte ko clients di because they are not professional into it
interesting ki print out tawga pusi sab
then sir id si pame si styles to view but akhoi da muk challenges kamai la ke kanda magonda akhoina si realization sit to honnama haiba si ngasai gi magi di ngasai trending du da dum focus tawgram magi di mame to visual to ugi to adumak thokta yade khandoi ni man nga sai le mi ba layout hai koina layout ana haizari ba layout sida zik hairi ba keno se design se fixed over yaga da yaro de ja koi understand taw but then we try to change otherwise ma jung phandoi ne noi aim pam ja photo noi ne yaitho sa tai sum honai haina saw du ni ko the si ji mo se educate to bom darka ta sai ta siguma challenges ma'am see akoi am thing ne na si so in a client na haizening ma say please do understand akoi na tawzening si so pisa su changhan da ba ko and top of that the unique things to the akoi deliver taw pa being magi concern of motive suna adubo somewhere some extent aina sum haizening was a client so kitang khoi ga understand tong minau se especially North India the khara darkar ta but other apart from the North India the Delhi the Mumbai the Kolkata da ta taw mutam da they understand very well and they obey the the concern of our koina summarize ma taw mutam understand tong ga me khoi gi di khara dum lui ai ta
plus at the end of the day man aesthetic to zoom and tong ga
exactly
I know what you're saying so talking about the challenge when it comes to Indian context mutam so we as an Indian especially in the Hindu society we are so much into vastu at the same time akhoi gi Manipur dong lak mutam so Manipur gi on puya mayum sarol haina mo which is another level of challenge for every architect and every interior designer haida ko so sigi matang da enlighten to you how do you manage this thing
sigi matang se aina sum haijaraga de ko akhoi gi su Manipur gi sum saron adagi di mapani na vastu shastra hai ko vastu shastra na yum saron hai ba adagi di Japan gi su lai do maina dom Europe long gi su lai laiti hai dia de ko do si punamak se akhoi na scientific form do ina akhoi na develop to se understand to se kamai do we learn to what is the Vastu Shastra, what is the Yamsaro. Obviously, I belongs to my state, where the Mayram the kitchen Libya, the Highland Sing Mam. See, after all, because I think the altitude and longitude, see the graph to I but the Akorum that no be to matam. The gi Karum de to have a matam. See me, I'm see the graph to Semakpa Kaitare. One particular technical traditional concept ne sigi concept sisu scientifically koina prove tawta ri yam phajana chumme aduna this is a part where which is very important for especially in Hindu and then again in Manipur either Hindu or either Meiteis we need to follow adu the 100% follow tawta the follow tor which is to challenge line because the size of gate se mamang de hek palam da awang da pan ba koi na pa mi poto hek tarak ta ba certain challenges lay taw da bo koi na structure ma layout ma design to kind of say if I do there in Delhi da hierarchy ko adu to kind of Delhi gi was to basis ta koi dum hana da gi structure design to how yek pa ho adu mai na koi Manipur ki su in Manipur ki lag ta adu mai na ne adu mai to na Assam ki su lai ram
Assam tong na
yes they have their own was to sastra say entirely koi India se pura one or ever hires native again again South India I based in South India before Bangalore le kanda say Coimbatore da taw chale Coimbatore there is a lot of moidi am conscious soiba am serious conscious about the wastu moigi wastu sastra siga mu northern side kam khene adagi demu khoi gi eastern side kam khene and then khoi northeast side kam khene say almost all I can say that and size of longitude and altitude ki matungina defined to ne
India is interior designing and architect I know scope how can be
yes,
the was to magi regional was to
adagi understand to na ba magi ma chumme chum de je haina na client ji explanation to it was a very big difficult thing again
but above all that the challenges I know level of challenges in ma to kanda face to kanda
yes
sagi work me answer
exactly
am so commendable do for the achievement of
thank you
apart from that Hozikan's world when we look at the world architecture Hozik say we incline towards functionality we incline towards minimalism hanagi standing out architecture the attention seeking architecture Hozik later and minimal oine agree Hozik say natraza oiduga Hozik say one of the most trending scope in architecture is sustainable architecture Saudi Arabia entire city is made up of glass naga sara kana manung da magi own vegetation ecosystem ka maintain tawba adu myam ka khoi se thengnare haida so sustainable architecture gi matang da India research practice tongnerba and in particular Manipur the day it's changing the climate is changing so nowadays it's very concerning haida ko Manipur da su sigum bagi concept se lakpa yare ne khaba are we ready for this sustainable architecture in Manipur
it is very important now especially say example in India context height of the international context I kind of say Singapore is the one foremost they already execute over whole somewhat like Dubai tawreko adana khogi Manipur su matam sare ngai to hoba se project gi yam important oine na khanjai dagi India gi part se Mumbai tawba hogre in Delhi tawba hogre kai the pollution is one of the biggest issues for human mankind adana everyone has to be sigi particular concept se understand tobam darkar tare educate tobam darkar tare and then khoi su execute toba hosde hoba tare kai the sis na nga sagi khogi environment change la imam se sisu one of the biggest role am lore mina khogi horei ba khogi angang sing se hayang moi gi future da kai lakada gi haibagi potum la mina sigi eco friendly sustainable city industry city sustainable khogi interior designing architecture city obviously who's the architect over darkar tare
in a way sir combined or kanda ko execute we like overall like broadly so what do you visualize when I say sustainable architecture especially in Manipur so what do you visualize how do you visualize it I just say
just like akoi zik say example ji yamna brief oina bas oina hydra ka so khoi Imphal ha se ko Imphal Valley se sum yeng bi one Imphal Valley se environmental friendly so is a polluted and moreover dusty am le re ba da gi di akoi na thaina anga nge da leramba ingon khoi ba insang thaba khoi na di ingon koi ba insang thab ne khanjabo but especially that giving us a sustainable eco-friendly relation built away si pose hojikti lam narak pada bane dagidi koi ke haitare koi ki concrete ki works ngaktan ayam oigre dagidi koi ki sabagi climate ke kaslo khenar ekba da koi da absorption tawna ba eco-friendly absorption sunlight absorption tawna ba weather se frame da thamna ba koi na environment ha ka u kathat pakatana u thajan pakatana su natte so especially every khogi building sing sida haitare ko khoiga ecological friendly oiba mong da haitare khogi plantation tawse one of the compulsory manner ama thammam darkar tare
plantation gardening,
yes, not only terrace, everywhere, balconies, there's that, and that should be saigi khoi architect ki design tawring ai dagi horaga hana tawgi basing dusu adu semdok piraga adu compulsory mindset amda thambiraga ai kaido we are dagi ai building sida haibaki ama semgolakpum darkar tare seisna aina one of the foremost basic important ne jiki sustainable sida development sida hiding ado adum to bade yam tina bahas oi thokre dagi for example ama second am thing haijaram age sai ki koina say plywood hairase plywood is season ar matam de plywood yo ma dukan de ta sang bio mit thop kane dagi drowsiness film la kane si mayam sida akoi gi room da koina leiba survival leiba building sida koina season ar matung da season koida kayamna effective oi ge habeto kayamna koida hazardous oi ge haise koina di khangdre but then day by day koida in terms of diseases say mayam tholei na ko si su magi pose kamaina convert to ya dage say dan example tile oiro say wooden bamboo dagi semba koi tile mayam tholei si sina muk sendorakpa leidna ko sumaina koina day to day the season agadaba aigi yum sida natraga aigi commercial building sida season aba yaba akoida hazardous oidaba pose yarige change or possible akoina sustainable in designing and high sustainable architecture sustainable high
yansna mai se aigi aina mamang da best interview logyu matam da hai my friend maze lovely professional university tamakpani needed chaidana he is among one of the pioneer in introducing aquaponic in Manipur haidar aquaponics ida maze horizontal aquaponics le vertical aquaponics mana mind taw
exactly
other aquaponics vertically kogi building walls ma'am sida hapa akan so I would direct have decided na hozik takpiri basan hozik I imagine hanging garden when you say balcony gardening when you say terrace gardening I imagine hanging garden na hawaii ki seven wonders of the world get ubda ida hauze modern architect um pusan birak sir na ida adna have the scope say agriculture adugi new agriculture gi scope to ga architect gi scopes ga punong punjana kind of work to ina ba gi have the I can see a lot of promises I can see a lot of scopes when it comes to sustainable architecture right Manipur this is sir sig is visible work position have so haizage sir wari di am saning adu akatna matam oibne na impact talk to Manipur se koina sir ge pukmen pawina wadi phangoi dur hai tare sigi talk se yam thina su impactful oi koina sum khanja matam se we discover a lot about interior designing and not only that architecture sigi another perspective makak su sir na impact talk to Manipur da la kan sida anova kaino makak ka habitar sco makak su mayam makak su hangdo pyramid habitar starting from handloom and handicraft ki horakanda you have touch about architecture you have touch about agriculture a lot either rasa loshlak pasida to general public as an interior designer as an architect amoin as an interior designer amoin habitar ka what are the messages that you want to give in context of Manipur
akoi ki state se koi ka haita re ko mostly developing the area na haidoira under develop way haidoira haibam di khangda stage am da lai ko koi sa adubu akoi su mamang thana changjal lai ni mangjin haita re ko future am sum sakal lai ni na koi na hojik anybody yum sabada natraga magi any development ama haibadi structural development ama hekla kum da commercial gi oiro magi oiro architecture planning se yam important lai aduna mostly khoi gi hanagi bor mystery ma thalong kauraga thalong sajan ma question ba si su to widaba doga akhoi gi lairiba magi budget haitare ko budget of expenditures while adugumba sagalakpa semgalakpa matamda know how am sutakata kayino I say example like building am sare G+2 sare ne ada 60 lakh sangre 70 lakh sangre just simply at my high banato why kedo wi sangi no high ma high base kam gan khang kada ke architecture maga interior designer oiro architecture oiro si mo matana biraga to bi bataraga de hayeng future da kay tare yum saba haisna bo one time ne ko dagi agi se commercial structure am sa ge is one time ne investment is huge so yari makai khogi keno siga architecture siga tanaraga futuristic oiba haitare ko magi sideline or ama oro tanaraga eco friendly su oiba and the top of that like financial burdens later na ba adagi futuristic su oina na ba admaina tanabiraga to view hana haijaning
plus at the same time Manipur is a quite seismic zones red and
yes
didn't have the consulting and architecture before building a house.
That's what I said, the futuristic.
Yeah, very important. And so thank you so much, sir. Nga si ling vira akana tang dor sungan vira akana ko sigumba insights me amakak pi ba jai batar. Yam sunu ngai jesa plus at the same time sir gi life to sutung da su hai batar ko hene ngasi pu bira iba mai pak pase. Sidagi hen mai pak ko me amakak su pu bira ko hai batar aduga ko gi society stimuk to su kana me amakak to bira ko hai effective gi mai ke de su kache gesa. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mashiga Lorena, Impact TV na, paring na Dr. Riba, Dr. Manipur Thora matang sa Elotion Jare, matang episode ta ano personality amaga Lorena, ano wari kaya pudna, miyam gitamagta, Impact Dr. Manipur connect with people you served, hanjar kige, Impact News ko, mijing ta dun levyo.